This poem is not about the moon hanging low on the horns, ready to play the day the same tune it's been playing since the day it was born. It's not about night swarming with light forms until the sun hides its sight from, until dawn storms over the horizon. It's not about day hiding behind Earth's back, waiting for a curved crack to emerge from, the urge still strong to engage upon an ongoing game of creation. It's not about elation unconstrained, splayed raised like a long yawn on a jawbone, fingers stretching as if to fetch night home, because night's sewn tight in curtains drawn by light. It's not about that. This is a cautionary story, and it's just as it's true, you've got to bear in mind where it's coming out. It's based on a true story. So let me tell you how this tale began. It was on a Friday night in Southampton. The house was packed with poets and fans when I first spotted a suspicious man. There was something strange about his tan, like he might be from Iraq or maybe Iran, like he'd like to have lived in a caravan, or perhaps he was from the Taliban. He had the finest beard I've ever known. If he was sure he'd have made a perfect gnome. But I only thought of this when I got home and found I had no telephone. At first, I really didn't care. Maybe I'd left it somewhere. And the thought of the death seemed a bit unfair, considering most of my friends were there. By Monday morning, I was sure that the phone was gone and I was poor, having just shelled out for an iPhone 4, and I didn't think about it anymore until, that is, last week, when my shiny new device gave a little squeak to say that I had no credit left with 3. That's why the bastards texted me. Man, oh man, this cannot be. My data plan's all you can eat, so how on earth could I possibly have spent £97.30p? When I heard the news, I began to groan. I was sadder than the end of a Game of Thrones. Now the truth was out, so let it be known. The Taliban stole my mobile phone. There'd been 4 calls to Afghanistan, and I thought back to that sinister man on the Archimedes screw night that I ran, who looked like he'd been sleeping in his van. The Taliban stole my mobile phone. If he's an undercover agent, then his cover's blown. The military men have sent out drones, because the Taliban stole my mobile phone. They took my phone, but 3 took the piss, telling me I've got to pay for this by funding the actions of terrorists on the paltry wage of a poor poet. The Taliban stole my telephone. It was only one man acting on his own. I'd love to dip his beard in an ice cream cone. The Taliban man from Afghanistan who was there at the start when the troubles began. And of course I may have accused the wrong man. And if I did, he ain't my biggest fan as a result of this stereotypical rant. Maybe he just belonged to a beardy clan, has been on holiday and had a lovely tan and exceeded the tariff on my telephone.